is Antonio Sanchez, and I'm here at Sweetwater, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Yamaha and why I've chosen to play Yamaha for all these years. I started playing Yamaha actually in the 90s when I was a student at Berklee College of Music. I bought a used Yamaha Power V Special with like an entry-level kit, and I've been playing Yamaha ever since, basically. And that, even though that was a very basic kit, and it was more like a student level kit, it sounded amazing. And since then, I was like, wow, these kids really have something special. And another thing that I noticed right away was that the hardware is one of the best hardware made in the business. It's so easy to adjust. It's very sturdy, and it's not very intrusive. A lot of hardware you see from other companies, at least that I see from other drum companies, is very heavy. It's hard to lift, hard to set up. Yamaha is just ideal in every way. And then in 2001, I actually got my first endorsement when I started playing with Pat Metheny. And they gave me this beautiful Yamaha Maple Custom Absolute. And that was my first kit that I toured with for a long time. And it just proved to be so amazingly easy to use, very easy to tune. And if you tuned it high, it had a beautiful singing sound to it. And if you tuned it low, it had a lot of depth to it. So the music that I was playing back then with Pat Metheny require that kind of range. I was using a 10, a 12, 14, and 16, and the 10 was very high tuned, and the 16 was very low. So the range I had in the kit was just fabulous. And after that, Yamaha started making the Maple Custom Absolute Nouveau, and then I started using that one, and I fell in love with it right away because the lugs allowed you to change heads so quickly and so efficiently. And on the road, we were changing heads a lot, so that made our life way, way easier. And then last year, actually, I got my first Yamaha Phoenix kit, that's like the Rolls Royce of drum kits for me. I mean, it was funny because we were rehearsing for this long tour that we had last year with Pat Metheny. And it was the first time he had heard this kit. So I remember we basically unwrapped it in the studio, we put it together, we started rehearsing. And after a couple of tunes, he just looked at me and he said, "You have to be careful with that thing, because that thing is so loud." And it's true. I mean, just the way it's built, it's made out of 4 different kinds of wood. And it just, so powerful and so perfect for what we were doing last year with Pat Metheny. So I've been using that kit in the studio and live, and it's just been amazing. And this particular kit is a hybrid maple kit. And even though this is a very brand new model that Yamaha has been making, I've been playing it in different gigs and different clinic tours that I've done, and it's just as consistent as any other Yamaha kit I've ever played. But this actually seems to vibrate a little bit more because of the way it's built. And if you want to know more about Yamaha drums and Yamaha products, call your Sweetwater sales engineer, and they will hook you up. This is Antonio Sanchez, and thanks for listening.